This is the Huawei Mate X2. And I think I'm pretty excited. I think this is probably like the first unit in Malaysia.
Yeah, I've only saw it on YouTube. I've never seen one in person or in store.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so today we're just gonna be unboxing this real quick. Would you do the honors, Dom? You know how a box works? Oh, thank goodness.
Box you.
Yeah, so that's like the things not to do to the phone list.
Common sense paper, don't poke it with sharp stuff.
And there it is, the foldable. Oh my god. And at the back, it just kind of reminds me of the P40 Pro Plus model. In fact, I might just say it could be a P40 Pro slapped with another screen. And yes, I'm loving the front screen because it's like much wider and much bigger. It's like a phone in itself, unlike the previous Galaxy Folds. And I feel this has a much fuller screen real estate, and it just opens so quickly and with much wow.
It was amazing. This is my first time holding a folding phone.
Alright, then hold it now. Yeah, to give a quick rundown, this features like the Kirin 9000 5G processor, and this is the 256 gig with 8 gigabyte capacity model. There are other variants that are at a higher capacity. I'm seeing a quad camera setup. Do you remember?
Yeah, it's a 50 megapixel main shooter, plenty of resolution. Definitely something modern, and we'll enjoy the extra resolution. It has a 70 megapixel, 70mm telephoto for portraits. It'll look good for like people pictures. Just your periscope, 230 millimeters. That's gonna go very far. You can go to the zoo and enjoy this. Not that we can go zoos anyway.
I'm looking at the zoo right now.
And then for the ultra wide angle, we have a 70mm. It's not very wide, but it's still gonna be very useful in tight situations like group selfies. You're gonna love it.
Wait, so you're saying the wide camera lens is 17 millimeters?
Yeah, it's not as wide as like 13 or 12 on the iPhone or
It's not.
X phone sensor.
It's not wide at all. It's not that wide.
It's not super wide, but it's better than the main shooter. You'll find it useful.
Yeah, I mean we took a couple of portraits just now, just to test the separation of objects.
Yeah, I made him look really handsome, but he made me look super ugly.
I didn't make him look super ugly. And I think our preliminary expectations of the camera system here is actually not bad. I mean, in accordance to its tier in the smartphone market, I actually think it's above average. But then again, it's still too early to say. We won't have plenty of time to play around with this. Maybe later on we'll get to review this and do a fuller video about it. But for now, color us impressed. Both screens are OLED, going at 90 hertz. That resolution is like the last year's Mate X, which is about kind of 2K resolution.
It's half of 4K. It's 2000 pixels by 2000 pixels, but it's plenty of pixels. You won't tell.
So let's just get along with the rest of the package. There's quite a lot of things.
I scored Joshua. I was like, why was this phone does not come with earphones? But it actually does. It does. Don't worry. It has a charger here, 66 watts.
66 watts, just like the Mate 40 Pros. And of course, the proprietary USB Type A to Type C cable. You can tell from the orange highlights from inside. So don't use any other charger. I've been telling you guys this ever since I started making videos with Huawei products in it. And of course, USB Type C earphones. And as Dom would call it, the AirPods Special. So this is the surprising bit. So it comes with a case, and it's only for one side of the device. And it's got this kind of leatherite material, and it's called a flip stander.
Yeah, because there's a kickstand.
Yeah, definitely. I like that kind of leather material. It reminds me of it's like the Mate 30 Pro. It had that vegan leather thing going on. I love the orange. That was the only reason why I bought the phone. Yeah. But yeah, so for here, you just need to peel off this adhesive tape and just smack that phone in. I'm not going to do that. And it fits perfectly. And it feels like a totally different device altogether. It feels so good. But the kickstand bit though,
It's useful.
Tablet, man. Ow. I literally have no fingernails because they're like my source of food. I can imagine just tapping just like this on the table. But of course, I'm not going to do that all the time. I just want to watch something.
It's gonna be a really good reading Kindle-like device.
Yeah. Yeah. Genshin, maybe?
We'll find out.
This guy always tests games with Genshin. I just don't get him anymore.
I'm addicted.
You're a whale, that's what you are. And you have a problem. I'm going to get all our friends to talk to you about it and your spending habits, your ludicrous spending habits on that online game.
Like, share, subscribe if you think Josh should pay me more money to spend on Genshin.
That's not going in the cut. Yeah, the outstanding bits here is like improved foldable tech. It feels way smoother, throughout the transitions.
And it's barely noticeable once it's like right up to your face. Like you don't see like the weird gap anymore.
Yeah, that crease is not as sunken in deep like other foldables we've played with. So I think the direction Huawei's getting to is quite good. And this is definitely a major improvement over the first generation. And the cameras, I think they're outstanding in the field. I mean, I'm not just saying it just because there's like that whole
Leica, woo, yes, Leica.
the whole Leica thing going on. I think that the sensors are actually quite big, and I think the specs are pretty solid for what it is. I mean, I don't really imagine people buying a folding phone to use it as a camera phone, but of course, it has to be good regardless because of the tier of the device. I think it belongs in another playing field because foldables should be exclusive on its own. It shouldn't be like the flagship.
It's a good subcategory. I'm sure there are like foldable phone lovers out there. I might be one. I don't know. I saw the screen at first glance. I think I'm kind of addicted because I love anything that's big screen, and this is a really big screen.
Are you trying to compensate for something?
Like you would know, I'm speaking from experience.
Just because I own 3. Yeah. So anyway, this is the Huawei Mate X2. We love it. We love the way it looks. And stay tuned for the review if it happens. I'm Zen, and this is Dom. So see you guys in the next video. Want to say goodbye, Dom?
If the phone goes missing, it's not me,